Hello, everybody. Welcome to Soul of Your Maya. Thank you for being here, listening in on a Wednesday, wherever you are in the world. Just gonna wait for the people to come in. I'm going to look at feelings for you at that moment. Roles can be reversed. I can't predict free will. This is collective reading. If you want a personal reading, you can come to my website and book. And I'm just going to jump right in with, you know what, I'll take this zodiac. Okay. So, cool. Let's start off. Hey, Leslie. Just waiting for people to come in. I'm going to start with Aries, as usual. Hey, Millie. Hey, Amal. I'm back. Sorry. It's been a bit busy. Okay. Let us jump straight into the reading. I'm going to look into Aries. What is that sign? I can't see your sign, Amal. Anyways, I'm being blind. I probably need glasses. Okay, let's dig into Aries. Person on your mind, what are their feelings for you right now? Oh, yes. It's cat eyes, so it changes colors. It's like a magnet. Okay. You Maya focus. Feelings for Aries. I wanted to say Libra. I do not know why. Maybe because we got the full moon in Libra coming up, pink moon. It could be a Freudian slip. Could be dealing with a Libra. Okay. Aries. Aries. How are they feeling about you at this very moment? How do you feel about Aries? How do you feel about Aries? They feel this on a deeper level. You got Two of Cups. They're sad. They're grieving this connection. I don't feel like you might be speaking to this person. You might have to fall out, but they are grieving the connection they share with you. And they feel like they're trapped in their thoughts about you. Their overall energy is they want to break free from whatever they're in. They're also wondering whether you are single or dating. What else? How else do you feel about Aries at this moment? I got Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, and Virgo on the table. What do you feel about Aries? They don't feel like themselves. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. I got the Empress in reverse. They feel like they don't deserve you in a way. Give me some more. Why? Yeah, you definitely might be dealing with a Libra. Justice in reverse, also Libra again. They feel like that things went down unfairly, and the major arcana here is Libra, Taurus, Aries. So if you are an Aries listening in, dealing with a Taurus or Libra, this might be for you because those are my major arcanas. I do feel like there was some kind of argument or something that went down. How you parted ways wasn't the most empathetic way of coming down here. Yeah, the flipping tower here. Power and defeat. Hey, Irene. Anything else on Aries? Aries. Aries. They're not quite, they want to come out of hiding, but I also feel like they're not quite on your energy level yet. Yeah, they're still closed off to love, but they really miss this connection with you. They're very much in their head. They're very intellectual. I feel like they think a lot. They overthink a lot. They're more a head over heart decision person here. What else? There could have been a third energy involved, hence they didn't talk to you because of a third party. Yeah, they're stuck in some kind of karmic connection, marriage, relationship, surrounding. They're stuck in some kind of karma they have to revolve yet. Hey, Earth Vibes. Hey, Shalita. I do feel like this person is going to end something because the way that they feel is they really miss you is what I'm getting. But emotionally, they're not daring to open up. They're trying to leave the past behind, which is you. They're not giving to this, but I don't feel like they can escape it. Okay, anything else? They want to move things to calmer waters. You also balance them out here. Six of Swords. Major Arcana, I got Aries, Taurus, Libra, and Aries, Taurus, and Libra are my three major arcanas. Okay, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, how are they feeling about you right now? How do you feel about Taurus in this present moment? How do you feel about Taurus? You're welcome, Millie. How do you feel about Taurus? How do you feel about Taurus? Is this you? Wait, how do you feel about Taurus? They feel like they can't access you, that you're not accessible to them, that they can't get to your energy because you're very pure. Huh, interesting. You could be dealing with Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, Leo. They are depressed. They feel like you give them some hope, you give them light, but they feel like they can't get to you. Why? Because you're far away. I don't know if this is a long distance, but they can't get to you. It's like you're on the other side of the river. Hey, Faye Focus. Hey, Crawley. Oh, thank you, Crawley. No makeup. Can you believe it? Oh, gosh. Okay, Maya, shut up. I feel like they just can't access you right now. What else? Why else not? What is this Three of Wands about? What's the problem? Single, Aaron? I don't feel like they're in a relationship. I feel like they are single. At least their energy is single. If they are committed to somebody, they feel single. Their energy feels single. You got the Nine of Coins, Pentacles. But I do feel like they're shying away because, again, there might have been an argument that went down between you guys. Hey, Bodil. Yeah, there was something that wasn't in balance here. What else? How else do you feel about Taurus? They're very attracted to you, but I feel like they don't see it they don't see a relationship with you at this present moment. Why? Because they get themselves trapped in a mindset that it didn't work out before, so it's not going to work out now. So they're assuming the worst case scenario. They're thinking about the worst case scenario. That's why they're not wanting to commit, because you could have been with this person before and it didn't work out. And they're afraid that they repeat the same mistake in a way. Yeah, that's their thinking. At least in this moment. How else do you feel about Taurus? How else do you feel about Taurus? They see you. However, this person really also values you as a friend, and they value your opinion. They think you're very smart, intelligent. You're very grounded, but they messed that up. They go back and forth when it comes to you. I do feel like they value, but they walked away from 8 broken cups. Somebody walked away. There's a lack of an apology here. That's what I'm getting. Okay, that's their current thoughts. Taurus, beautiful Taurians. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's move on to Gemini. Let me just quickly check something. Okay, Gemini. Oh, arguments for fun. Yeah. Some people like to seek the drama, the conflict, because they need that kind of adrenaline, don't they? Gemini. How do you feel about Gemini in this present moment? How do you feel about Gemini in this present moment? Gemini. They believe you're single. They also think you're very stable, very patient, very balanced, that you got everything under control. Like if your life is messy or chaotic, they don't see that. They think you got your shit sorted out, basically. They think you got it all figured out. What else? What else? I say Gem Crawley. What else? They broke your heart or you broke their heart. It feels like this was also inevitable. Like it was not meant to happen, but it was waiting to happen, basically. I feel like it was like a storm brewing. There could have been back and forth communication, lack of communication, unclear communication as to where you both were standing, that led to a heartbreak. It didn't feel like it was meant. I mean, nobody breaks somebody's heart on purpose, but it was kind of lack due to false communication. That's what I'm getting. What else? Right? Crawley and Bodo, absolutely. They're also grieving. They're grieving. They miss you. They want to rebirth this and take some action. What's this action looking like? Moving things to calmer waters is their first intention. I don't know if there's love or passion, but it's more about them actually getting into calmer waters with you in the first place. So they feel like they want to make amends with you, but they see you as very got your stuff. You got everything sorted for life. I don't know if it's going to work the way they come in, because you guys have other choices. You guys have other options. By the time they come in, this is going to heal you. There's going to add some healing to you, but I don't know if you're going to allow them back. Hey, it's so. So they feel guilty. about whatever this heartbreak, I think, is about moving on, moving somewhere else towards somebody who was superficial energy. They might have surrounded themselves with more ego than soul energy here. Okay, moving on to Cancer. Where are my Cancer people at? Give me a shout. Also, gonna make a little bit of advertisement. Mia Tarot and me are likely going to do a collaboration this Sunday. If anybody wants to join in to collab with me and Mia Tarot and myself. There we go. Okay, Cancer. Hey, T. Okay, Cancer. How do they feel about Cancer? How do you 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 feel about Cancer? Ooh, they love you. They're in there. They are in their feels about you. The first card is Lovers. You could be dealing with a Gemini. They want to work on themselves to, I feel like, to become a better version. This is a little bit of a sugarcoat, Cancer. They want a new chance. What's the catch, universe? What's this? There's no catch here, Cancer. Your person genuinely wants to come out with a secret that they've always wanted this new beginning with you. They no longer want to keep that to themselves. I think they've also been behind closed doors working on themselves, and I feel like they have been working on not only financial or emotional freedom, but also spiritually, and getting them having evolved. They are very much planning. They're planning a lot. They're strategically planning on wanting to start over new with you. They're gonna come out with a lot of things that you don't expect to hear from them. The Moon in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. There's a lot of stuff that you maybe don't even know what's been happening. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius. Let's go with Fortune reverse. What's this about? More card. No more illusions. Freeing themselves. They're going to take action. They could be dealing with a fire sign or somebody who's very determined. They don't want to like chit chat. They don't want to, I feel like there's this time actions speak louder than words, and they are going to show you some actions. I do feel like in the past, what did you repeat in the past? They might have turned you down more than once. Okay, there could have been like a little bit of some kind of turning down here, not just one time, but multiple times. Hey, Wendy. Anything else on Cancer? They've released the Devil in reverse. I wanted to flip it upright, but the universe was like, nope, this way around. They genuinely have done some kind of change, some 180-degree change. Could be dealing with the Capricorn here. One last one. Yeah, they're going to speak their truth. They're actually going to be honest with you now. If they weren't honest in the past, they want to have a conversation with you about taking action. The only thing I don't see is they're very pragmatic, very practical. It's not going to be the most emotional, but very, practical. Ten of Pentacles. It's like, okay, we got to make this work. We're going to do this. There's a lot of communication. I don't know how many cups are going to be involved when they come in. They are not going to come in as emotional as you maybe expect them or would like them to be. Thank you, T. Okay, Leo. Where are my lions? Where are my beautiful cats? Leo's in the house. Where y'all at? Leo. Okay. How are you feeling about Leo in this moment? How are you feeling about Leo in this moment? Hey, Blue Fields. How do you feel about Leo? Leo, 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 Leo. They don't know. They go back and forth on what they feel about you. They're a bit confused. They also don't really want to talk about this. Why? They don't want to risk something new. They might be deeply involved in something or steady with somebody else. I feel like they're not willing to take a risk. Take a risk, take a leap of faith. Which card did just fly out with the overall energy? The Fool. Take a risk. Their overall energy is them going back and forth, not knowing what to do, and it's all about taking a risk. And I feel like they're trying to convince themselves not to take a risk. I read the energy first, and then the card confirms it. I feel like my skin color changes where I sit. This is a little bit better, isn't it? From a little bit more back. Then I can't reach my table. Woo! Okay. So yeah. What else? What else about Leo? You're not speaking to this person. Are you rarely? You're not speaking much to them. But it's, you know what? It's clear to them what they actually want, but they try to keep talking themselves out of it because of this not wanting to take a risk. What is it them stopping them from taking this risk? Give me more on what's stopping you. Moving on from, they need to move on from somebody or something materialistic. It could be they have to like get a different job, travel towards you, get out of a relationship that's toxic. And I feel like because it's comfortable, it's a safety net, they don't really want to take that risk. But I do feel like they actually know what's right for them when it comes to what's truly right for them. Hey, Antoinette. I'm not sure what time yet. I haven't spoken to her about that yet, but it will be on YouTube post soon. Probably Friday. We will publish it. Okay, what else? How else do you feel about Leo? Hey, A. Is this Leo? I've tried a person. Reverse. The person is still a little bit entitled. In a way, they feel like they don't want their stability taken from them or what they've managed to build there for themselves. And it's from an ego, a selfish way. They don't understand that love is the true way to go. So they are closing themselves from love with the Gemini in reverse. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, but I do feel like this is a lesson curve, a lesson for them, because you guys are vibrating on high energy. You got the Empress, but I don't feel like this person feels it enough. If they don't feel your energy enough vibrating on high levels, or maybe the lack of your energy, I would say, the more you vibrate higher and shift your energy, the less they'll get access, the more lack they feel, the more they're going to see you and feel you and miss you. I know this is a bit yeah, basically that's what it is. Anything else? They're really trying to keep up that, you know, that wall, but that's about, the dam is about to break. You got 9 of Wands. They're trying to keep up a front that won't last forever. Yeah, I do see them eyeing something else in the future, and I think this someone else is you. Okay, Virgo. Where are my Virgo people at? Okay, Virgo. What is the person on your mind feeling for you right now? Roles can be reversed. I can't predict free will. It's a general reading, not personal. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, Virgo. How do you feel about Virgo at this very moment? Hey, Adet. They're learning more and more that you're the one they want. I feel like they were confused. They didn't know. You know it's time to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. That Big Yellow Taxi song. Don't know what you got till it's gone. That just came to me. They also see that they might have to compete for your love, and that there's a limit, that you are not going to mess with any more bullshit of theirs. Hey, I'm not, you're no more. Oh, it is after the reading. Is that something I told you they do? What reading? Sorry. Yeah. So they're seeing more and more that you're the one for them. They also feel they're more and more curious about what's going on in your life. I feel like maybe they were less interested or trying to not be interested, but I do feel like the more they're getting more aware of their surroundings and the toxicity that they're in, and the more you shine out for them. What else? What else? Yeah, they're detaching. They're not. They're seeing. They are seeing you for no devil, and they're detaching. Ah. Yeah, you're the Empress for them. You're the Empress for them. They're stuck on you. They're stuck on you, Virgo. This is a deep soul connection. They can't let go of you. They're trying to balance things out. Yeah, they're trying to balance things out because they can feel this connection here with you. But I do see that they'll have competition here. That's pretty much also an obvious thing. It's not a surprise to them, or they're feeling that you're seeing other people. Okay? So whatever they're doing, they're aware of their surroundings now. Take it slow, A. Yeah? I mean, also that he reached out aggressively and left third party. I don't know how healthy that is. And yeah, people can try to emotionally detach from you, but it doesn't mean that they're unpredictable. You know, people try to detach and then they do things out of the blue because they can't. So trying and doing are two very different things. So please be careful. Yeah, that's not healthy. You're welcome, Yolanda. Okay. Libra. Where are my Libras at? Good. Good. A. Please, yes. Libras in the house. Libras. Libra. Libra. How do you feel about Libra? You live rent-free in their mind. They want to come back around and start something new with you. They dream about you. They have I feel like you pop up in their dreams a lot. They can't stop thinking about you. They do want to come back around and have a new beginning with you. They were emotionally quite detached. There was no teamwork involved, and they kept on repeating mistakes from the past. It felt like it took them a while to break a pattern. So I feel like they are living through a nightmare, coming back around from 8 broken cups, wanting to start over. There could be that they weren't a third party that made them emotionally they emotionally closed off from you, but I feel like that they hitting the ground hard now. They delayed their tower moment. So they could very unpredictably just come in out of nowhere because they've been trying to hold something together that hasn't been working out. So all of this energy is about to explode because they haven't been dealing with their emotions healthily. They're coming in with an offer. I do feel like this person wants to reach out to you, but I feel like it's going to come in fragmented energy. This is somebody old. I mean, yeah, obviously, but it's not going to be the new beginning you envision it to be because it's very much they haven't done the groundwork on the inner work, their inner work, what they should be doing. They're not stable. They're very conflicted. I feel like whatever they're in, they are ready to walk away from something if they haven't already, because their surrounding is the opposite of peaceful, very turbulent and chaotic. But they've been thrown into this chaos to grow from this, to come towards you again. This is all meant to happen here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Sag, Pisces. I mean, any sign, but those are the major arcanas. You know what? They are overcoming their pride. Their soul energy is winning over the ego energy. And they've been holding it for so long together. It feels like it's going to come out of nowhere when you don't expect it to come in. Okay. Scorpio. Scorpios, where are you all at? How are you feeling about Scorpio? You're welcome, Air. They feel like quite obsessed with you, but more on a passionate level. They're not emotionally very They're in a bit of a selfish energy right now. They don't want to talk to you, but they fantasize about you. They're very much in their own energy that they don't want to make a move, but I do feel like they fantasize about you. It's more a bit of a passion, sexual energy that I'm getting off them when it comes to their feelings for you right now, Scorpio. Very intense. What's that about? They're keeping their feelings guarded. You got the King of Cups and the High Priestess. They're keeping their feelings guarded for you. They're not really opening up. They have a lot of love for you. Ace of Cups, but they're not letting it in. You got the Lovers in reverse, followed by the Devil, and I feel like they are in denial that that's not the truth. You got their heart. Scorpio, they love the hell out of you. However, they could be even in a toxic partnership that's stopping them from seeing the truth of what they want, but also they're not being in their own, they're not authentic wherever they're at. They're not being authentic. I don't feel like you're talking to this person. They are very depressed, Sun in reverse, and they're heartbroken. They're heartbroken, but they're not working through their heartbreak. They're distracting themselves by just doing other things. And they fantasize about you quite a bit. Again, what else? They have so much love for you, Scorpio. The problem is I feel like they want to come in. This person thinks that if the love evolves, the passion might burn out. You know, that it gets too ordinary or comfortable, that this kind of adventure, kind of exciting times, they won't happen anymore because they feel very comfortable around you. They feel like you might think at some point you'll get bored. I do see this person freeing themselves, opening their heart chakra. What they do about it afterwards, I don't know, but I do see them freeing themselves. So. Okay, Sagittarius. Where are my Saggies at? Hey, Bhavana. Sagittarius. Sag. Where are my Saggy people? How do you feel about Sagittarius? They feel very comfortable around you, but I don't think they vocalized that. They feel like you guys known each other from a very long time ago. If they believe in past lives, they do believe you guys had past lives together. They feel like you guys were meant to meet, meant to be. They see you working very hard on yourselves. They also feel like you're very stable. Why? You could be similar to whoever, was it Leo's energy that is afraid of starting over new because it takes time to invest in something. And they're afraid to be heartbroken. They might have invested in past relationships that all led to heartbreak. So now they don't want to do it anymore. They could therefore maybe be in a relationship that's based on stability rather than love. I feel like this person has had past heartbreak. What else? I don't know how much this person opened about to you about their past, but there's something in the past that they haven't worked through yet. But they do see you as very stable, working on yourselves. They feel like you guys share a deep soul connection, but they are afraid to fall in love, be in love, because of something that happened in the past. Eventually, they will tell you. And take action towards what? And take action towards starting over new eventually. If you are smart about this, if you do manage to speak to this person and crack down their wall, I feel like you can get something out of them. How else do you feel about Sagittarius? What else? They feel lonely. They want a new beginning. Deep down, they want a new beginning. They haven't healed whatever they have to heal yet. I feel like they will. They will take control and start over new. Yeah, this person, I know we got free will, but you got 2 major arcanas and the star. If not, they'll be pushed into a new beginning. And I feel like this is more about themselves before they come around to you. You have their heart here. Sagittarius, you're the Queen of Cups for them, or King of Cups. Okay? This needs some time. Okay. Let's move on to Capricorn. Cappies, where y'all at? Hey, Mark. Hey, Neat. Capricorn. Capricorn. How do you feel about Capricorn at the moment? They're afraid to speak to you. They feel like you're judging them because you're very stable. I feel like you're not wanting to speak to them. I feel like it's this impression of you're not, it's like, yeah, you guys might not be talking to each other, but the truth of the matter is you're not talking to them. They would talk to you, but you're not talking to them. You're being judgmental towards them. They feel rejected. Why? You might have started something new here. You might have started something new, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Sag, or Pisces. They do want to talk to you. And what is this about? They're thinking about what's the easiest way to come in, talking to you and letting this burden off their shoulder. They don't want to fight. They don't want no conflict, but they are afraid that you'll judge them. How else do you feel about Capricorn? They don't want to hold back. They want to come back around. You got 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is a slow and steady one. So they want to slowly build this back up. With the 3 of Pentacles, it could be just starting out as being friends, as just taking it very, very easy. What do you want? But I feel like one of them is still, either you are committed to somebody else or they are committed. There's somebody being committed and not telling the truth about it. And it's been burdening them about what's really happening behind closed doors, whether that's you or them. They can't let go of you. They're in some chaotic waters. But I feel like they are doubting their emotions wherever they're at. They're doubting if wherever they're at is the right place to be. And I feel like they don't feel like, the conclusion will be that they're not where they're supposed to be, and that you're the one where they're supposed to be at. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius in the house. Where y'all at? Where are my Aquarians at? Aquarius. How do you feel about Aquarius? They're pretending that you don't make them happy, but they have a lot of love for you. They might have lied to you in the past about how they feel, if they're happy. They might see somebody new. Why? Is this Aquarius? No. They're trying to look for love somewhere else, but I don't feel like this is going to work out, because they are the emotions they have are for you. With the Queen of Cups, I do sense them trying to avoid needing to take accountability and rather seek love somewhere else. I don't see that working out for them, though. What else? Yeah. There is a third energy here. I do feel like there's a third karma connection, karmic connection that needs to play itself out. For Aquarius. I feel like they might open up their heart to someone else, but I don't see this working out. Whoever this someone else is, it doesn't feel like it will work out, and that they come back running towards you, wanting to heal something with you. They want to heal something with you once their heart gets broken. I do feel like, what else do we feel about? Yeah, they feel this on a deep level. Six of Cups. They feel this connection with you, and I feel like they are afraid of it. They'd rather settle for something less, that's easy, that's not as intense, where they don't have to open up emotionally that much. How else do you feel about Aquarius? They see you as a very stable, that kind of person that they want to protect you. They want to protect because you're precious, and I feel like they think they would ruin you with their energy. They also feel like you don't need them. Anything else? They want this new beginning with you, but I do feel like they are attached to somebody new, or a new karma that is comfortable. This person could be also helping them career-wise. This person could have some kind of connections with the career that can help them. I don't know. Some kind of link. Whoever they are with is also helping them advance in their career for a small portion of you guys. Okay. Pisces. Where are my Pisces? The last zodiacs. Save the best for last. Last but not least. Where are my Pisces at? Pisces, a person on your mind. How do you feel about Pisces in this present moment? How do you feel about Pisces? They're focused on their work. Made a choice. Invest into they've chosen to invest into something that is a lie. That's not the real deal. Why? Because they don't have to work on themselves. Your person is avoiding you. They're throwing themselves into work, and they made a decision to choose to invest into something that's a lie. That's not the real. You got Seven of Swords because they're trying to avoid needing to face their own fears or their shadow work. How else do you feel about Pisces? They do want to come in with an apology. They want to try and balance things out with you again, but they feel trapped. Why? They feel trapped because they think this is over with you. And that if they come in, you tell them off because you've started something new. What else? What else do you feel about Pisces? Over. They want to get over themselves, start a new beginning. And I do feel like this person might go into a hermit mode. They might go through a breakup with something that's no longer stable in their energy. Anything else for Pisces? How else do you feel about Pisces? How else do you feel about Pisces? Pisces. Don't feel like you're talking to this person. They're emotionally detached, but they're also not stable. They're holding back, but they do want to bring back balance with you guys. They want to talk to you, tell them that they're unhappy and that they haven't been happy for a very long time and they want to start over something new. Repeat this world with you. Somebody from your past that could have been a player could be dealing with a Libra. Just this card fell out twice. There's some kind of balance that needs to come back into play. You could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Virgo. It's all signs, really, though. So somebody who had to go through has to go through a breakup and was trying to emotionally detach from you. I do feel like they're just going to reach out of nowhere. Because people, they try to detach, and the more they try to detach, the worse they make it for themselves. The stronger they feel for you. So, expect the unexpected. Okay, Pisces? Thank you, everybody, so much for being here, for supporting me. And A, please be careful. Okay? With your man. And yeah, people, when they try to detach from you, they do the most unpredictable things. They'll just like literally do things that you don't expect. So just, okay, good. Thank you, everybody. I'll be back on, might be doing something Saturday evening, another read. Otherwise, Sunday, Mia and myself, and then Monday, mini reads. Love you all. Enjoy your Wednesday, and more videos are going to come up for my members as well. Oh, of course, he became a poor person. The Tower moment. Wasn't he in the pool? Poor person. Flippin' heck. That's your breakup. So, mad. Jeez. Yeah. Well, wherever you are in the world, thank you so much. Yes, Kristen, you're late. I'm afraid I have to go offline, but I will be back. I love you all. Mwah. Bye, everybody. I am Kristen. Bye, Yazzie.